I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight agent training expert here in Southern California. This topic comes from my 30 plus years of business, sales, and freight moving success. Watch, learn, and apply it. You'll move more freight efficiently, effectively, effortlessly, and make more money financially. And call me at 626-309-9141 with any questions. Now explode your business with...
Hello everyone, welcome to my Tuesday training call. I'm Ted Keys, your host and top freight sales and top freight broker training expert.
Today I'll show you how to move more freight efficiently, effectively, and effortlessly so you make more money financially. And after the call today, go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, to hear more of my podcasts, read more of my blog posts, watch more of my videos, and while you're there, visit my Freight Sales Success Store for top-notch freight moving products to explode your business today. And if you have any questions today, any questions regardless of what it is, or specifically, are you ready for my top producing one-on-one personal freight sales, freight broker training? Then give me a call, Ted Keys. I'm at 626-309-9141.
My topic today is how you broker freight with fear. How you broker freight with fear. That's one of the things that you want to take into your freight brokerage or your agency is fear. And I will explain a little bit. I'll explain a lot about that in my topic today on how you broker freight with fear. However, if you're on my contact list and you've gotten my invite today to get on my call, I will have at the bottom attached my topic for today, my attachment. Again, we're going to talk about how you broker freight with fear. If you want to get that attachment and if you want to get that attachment on a weekly basis, it is free of charge. All you have to do if you're not on my contact list is go to my website, tedkeysonline.com, and any page in the upper right hand corner, just enter your contact details and that will get you on my contact list, which will get you those free attachments every day. However, today we're going to talk about how you broker freight with fear. How you broker freight with fear. Now, if there's one thing I'll tell you, I am not an expert on analyzing fear. But I will tell you this, I'm an expert at witnessing fear. Not only am I an expert at witnessing fear, but you are an expert at witnessing fear. Why? Because it's a natural emotion that every single one of us has. And I don't mean to talk about this in a negative way, because oftentimes people look at fear in a negative way. I'm going to talk about it today in a positive way, and how you've got to have fear in order to build your business, and not only build your business, but get better at your business. Fear basically creeps in when our subconscious mind is not familiar with something. So for example, when you go and you make a phone call to someone that you're not familiar with, your subconscious mind is only gonna relate to what it's done and what you've had success with. But if you're attempting to make a call and get somebody's business, high probability your subconscious mind is telling you, what are you doing? You've never done this before. It's not going to happen. Hey, get back here in your comfort zone, which is where your subconscious mind is familiar with. However, thank goodness we don't move forward with our subconscious mind. Now, our subconscious mind is good in the sense that it alerts us on what we've experienced before as far as danger or being careful. But it's our conscious mind that we move forward with, and we set goals. And basically, it's our conscious mind that we make overrule our subconscious mind when we actually get on the phone or whatever it is that we're going to do something. Hey, say your goal is to run a marathon. All right. Well, not only do you have to train for that marathon, but through all this training, you have to tell your subconscious mind that you can do it, because your subconscious mind is going to tell you, hey, I'm tired today, or you're tired today. What are you doing? Hey, we're not used to this. You're not used to this. But when you set a goal, whatever that goal is, especially in business, when you set that goal and you truly work toward that goal, not only that, but you get results that are in moving toward that goal. It's your conscious mind that eventually overrules your subconscious mind. And it's your subconscious mind that takes in these new experiences which say, yeah, you can do that. However, when you move on to something else and something else more challenging, guess what? Your subconscious mind is going to kick in again and say, what are you doing? Stop doing that. You can't do that. You've never done it before. Be careful. Things like that. But guys, it's our subconscious mind that tells us to move forward. And not only that, but we have to tell it to move forward as well. Does fear keep you from getting on the phone? I mean, let me ask you that. Does fear keep you from getting on the phone? Now, answer that yourself. You don't have to, say it out loud to me right now, but really answer it yourself. Does fear keep you from getting on the phone? Because that's what we're going to talk about today. Why are we going to talk about that today? Because in order to build our business, we have to use a phone to get on it and make contact with the marketplace. So let me start by asking you a question, again, related to what I just asked you. Have you ever experienced fear when you sit down at your desk every single day and start making phone calls to that new and existing list of prospects? Well, if you witness that, guys, you are not out of the norm, because we all witness it. We all witness fear when we sit down every day at the phone. Even if you're an experienced individual, you still have to sit down, get your list out in front of you, and you have to get your subconscious mind moving past your, get your conscious mind moving past your subconscious mind, because we naturally go to what's easy. And what is easy every single morning when we start is our subconscious mind telling us, oh boy, we're going to do this again. You can't do it. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get through to that guy, even though you've contacted him or left 10 messages. However, once we get into it, once we start accomplishing things, even every morning when we start, we see ourselves getting into a groove. And this won't happen unless you start somewhere. Unless you start somewhere. You see, fear, guys, fear isn't something bad, and it's not something you avoid. It's not bad, and it's not something you avoid. It's in reality something you want to seek and embrace. It's something, again, you want to seek and embrace. What on earth do I mean by that? Well, fear, F-E-A-R, it's actually a sign that you're doing what's required to move forward in the right direction. So, if you think to yourself, I'm fearful of that, all right, well, if you haven't done it before, you may be fearful of it, but as you move in a certain direction, your fear becomes less in that action that you're committing. So fear is actually telling us whether we're moving in the right direction or not. An absence of fear, or just not having fear, is a signal that you're only doing what's comfortable for you. If you're not fearful, okay, if you're not witnessing fear on a daily basis, you're not moving forward. It's that simple. Bar none, it's that simple. If you're not witnessing fear on a daily basis, you're just standing still. And if you're just standing still, then what do you have? You basically have a job where you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. So you want to embrace fear, because when you're embracing fear, fear means that you're actually moving forward. And that's what you'll get more of than you have right now when you face fear and you work yourself through it. If you don't have it, you're just witnessing the status quo. And if you're just witnessing the status quo, I'll just say it right now, you're broke. All right? If you're doing the same thing over and over again, you're earning a paycheck, it's not getting you anywhere, you're not advancing in the area of investing or building your business, Basically, if you're just doing the same old thing, you're broke, and that's just the way it is. As strange as it sounds, you want to be scared, guys. You want to be scared until you push yourself to new levels to experience that fear again. I mean, say you had a goal of bringing in this certain customer, bringing in this prospect and turning them into a customer. Not only did you have that fear, but you did it, okay? Well, are you still going to have that fear again if you're moving their loads? Not only moving their loads, who knows, getting a high profit for the loads that you're moving? There's a high probability that you're not feeling that fear again. However, if you make it another goal to get that customer, guess what? Guess what? You're going to be fearful again. But embrace it. That's a good thing. Because you're feeling fearful, that's a good thing. It's because you're moving forward in other areas. You're not just taking these 3 customers thinking that they're going to stick around and you're just going to build your business off of those. Your goal is to continue to build your list, and not only build your list, but bring in more customers and move more freight. That's what your goal is. What is fear anyway? Well, I talked to you earlier about what it is. It's basically your subconscious mind telling you not to do something because your subconscious mind has not witnessed that before. So does it exist? Absolutely it exists. Is it real? It is absolutely real. The point is that you recognize it when it comes. And when it comes, just realize that, hey, your subconscious mind is over talking your conscious mind. I've got to squash that and move forward. That's basically all you have to tell yourself. And as I said, it's our subconscious mind telling us to be careful. Now, that's just an example. Be careful. You know, he's going to say no to you. How many times have you witnessed that throughout your life, guys? I know it feels real when you're experiencing it, but admit it, guys. Most of the time, what you fear doesn't even occur. Think about that. Most of the time, what you fear, it doesn't even occur. Not only is that true, but studies have been done on this. A tremendously high amount, like up to 80% of what people fear, never ever occurs. It just doesn't happen. So, just based on that statistic that I just shared with you, realize that I may be fearful about doing this, but I'm going to move forward anyway, because I know that it's my subconscious mind talking to me. It's been said that fear stands for false events appearing real. False events appearing real. And are they false events? Well, if they're false events, it's because your subconscious mind is telling you that it's a false event, which implies that most of what you're afraid of doesn't ever come to pass and it doesn't ever exist. So, if your fear is to get on this object every single morning, remember, it's a false events appearing real. That's all it is. If your mind is telling you that you're not going to get through to that guy, that's a false event appearing real. You just have to realize that what your mind is telling you, and you have to move past it. That's all you have to do. Fear, for the most part, is often provoked by our emotions and not rational thinking. It's brought about by our emotions, and it is not rational thinking. Whenever you fear something, really step back and say, is what I'm thinking right now rational? Really, is it rational? Is it truthful? Would this really happen if I move forward? Now, if you're about to step over a cliff, all right, and there's nothing there to catch you, that's rational thinking. That's rational thinking. But to pick up this instrument here and not think that you're going to get through to that one decision maker for that one company, that is irrational thinking. Why? Because you can very easily prove it wrong. Now, will you get through in one call? I don't know. Will you get through in 5 calls? I don't know. Will you get through in 10 calls? I don't know. However, if you keep dialing those numbers to get through to that shipping decision maker, you will eventually get through, unless he passes away or moves on to something else. because always remember, when it comes to building your contact list, following up, and getting the business, 80% of your business, 80% of your sales will come between your 5th and your 12th contact. Always remember that. So, fear for the most part, it's provoked by emotions and not rational thinking. In my estimation, guys, gals, emotions are wildly overrated and the scapegoat many people, and especially freight brokers in our industry, use for their failure to act. How many times have you not done something or not picked up that phone because you listened to what your emotions were telling you? Think about it. One thing that really sells now is the news media. That's what really sells right now, the news media. Why? It's because of the emotions that are, it's because of the emotions that the media really throws at us to get us to pay attention. Why? Because we can relate to it. We can relate to the drama and chaos that they throw at us every morning, every noon, and every night. You have to realize that, hey, I'm not giving into that, nor am I giving into it, nor will I pay attention to it, nor will I believe it. Because when all this stuff is being thrown at you guys, eventually you're going to believe it. Again, one piece of advice that I always give is stop listening to the news. Stop listening to the news. If you keep listening to it, even when you get these Facebook posts on this driver did this broker did that, just turn it off and go to the upper part where it says your name on Facebook. So you can only see your posts. That's what I do. I make it so I can only see my posts, because if I don't, I can get so drawn into all the crap and the garbage that everybody else is posting, guys. And when that happens, you're just drawn into all the emotions and you're drawn into the fear, and you're letting that affect you from doing what you are to do, which is pick up the phone and connect with the marketplace. So don't let fear hold you back from anything you know you should be doing, especially when it comes to connecting and building your contact list Remember, if you ever feel fearful of anything, think about it. Am I thinking rationally here? And where am I getting this information from? Am I getting this information from my subconscious mind, which is only used to what I've done before, used to my past exploits and my past successes? However, this is a new success. Am I thinking rationally and moving forward to accomplish it? Great topic today. My hope is that you understood what I was talking about, and that was how you broker freight with fear. How you broker freight with fear. You can broker freight successfully and will broker freight successfully with fear when you truly understand what is going on with it. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for joining me today again on my Tuesday training call. Been a pleasure having you. I'll do it all again next week, next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern time on my Tuesday training call. Take care. God bless. I'll see you all again next week. Bye-bye.
When you arrive at my Freight Sales Success Store today, you'll see a host of products available there for purchase. First one you'll see available is my flagship product. That is my Freight Sales Success Guide, typically for beginner and struggling freight agents. If you're searching for that daily motivation to set goals, to achieve them, to pick up the phone daily and connect and build relationships with the marketplace, then opt for my Freight Sales Success Quotes. And if you're searching for those specific skills, and there are many skills, many individual skills required to be successful in this profession, then opt for my Freight Sales Success Skill. I highly recommend each one of these products, available for purchase today in my Freight Sales Success Store. Do you have any questions again? Do you have any questions about today's call? Or more importantly, are you ready for my top producing one-on-one personal freight sales, freight broker training? Then give me, Ted Keys, a call. I'm at 626-309-9141. Great topic for today. Take these skills, apply them. You'll be amazed at what happens to your results.